What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. I have to say I'm pretty excited about this trip because I've just landed myself here in Budapest, Hungary. Now I have to say I don't know too much about this city, but from what I have seen and discovered, it's a lot of great stuff here. Now already I'm pretty happy about it because I've seen hop on hop off buses, cruise ships, and a lot of landmarks that I never thought I'd see before in my life. How you doing? But hey, that's what traveling's all about, and I'm excited to be here. But hey, without further ado, let's get to it. Now, I thought I'll start off this trip by seeing one of the most iconic places here, which is the Budapest Castle. Now, there's several different ways I can actually do this. I can either go down to the gardens, or I can try to go to this trolley car called the funicular. Now, I've never seen something that was built back in the 1800s still standing and operating today. So I thought the funicular would be the better option. And it just looks pretty awesome. So without further ado, let's go see it.
On your right side.
Now to get up here, it cost me about 3,000 forint, which is about $7.50 USD, which isn't a bad price to get up here and go back down. Right behind the funicular is an 18th century structure called Sándor Palace, which is the home of the Hungarian president. You have to admit, he does have a pretty sweet view overlooking Budapest. And while up here, I was even treated to a display from the Hungarian Honor Guard. Finally, I arrived at the Budapest Castle. This 18th century palace was home to many Hungarian kings. I can see now why the castle is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The view is incredible. You can see now why I chose to walk the city instead of catching taxis. Because as you can see, this place is massive. So pro tip for you, when you're traveling, get to a place early. Why? Because there are no lines. Just looking at the front entrance and some of these ancient statues, I knew this place was not going to disappoint me. These walls even tell the history of past saints, even kings and queens that have come and gone throughout time. Alright, cool. So the church is actually done. It only cost me 2,000 forint to get in, which is about $5 USD. So, not a bad place to go. Great history to learn about, and let's see what else the Fisherman's Bastion has to offer me. Not gonna lie, I'm loving what I'm seeing right now. Architecture, mind blown. Next, I found myself at Gilead Hill. I was surprised at this beautiful waterfall, especially when the sun hit it just right. But be prepared for a few steps, but don't worry, the higher you go, the more spectacular the view becomes. And honestly, the payoff was a gorgeous view of the city I truly wasn't expecting. And of course, at the top, you get a wonderful view of the statue. You know, this honestly may shock some people, but I've never been on a Ferris wheel, and I just ran right into one. I guess it's the only Ferris wheel in the city, but hey, guess what? I'm surprised it is here, and I'm definitely going to get on it. So let's go check that out. Wow. See all of the city. I'm really impressed. You can even see I was right there on Gilead Hill. Now, the one thing I have noticed about Budapest is that it has two sides. You have the Buda side, and then over here you have the Pest side. Now, they're very different because the Buda side actually is like where all the monuments and stuff, where the Buda Castle and stuff is. But the Pest side is where you have all the restaurants and stuff. How you doing? Hello. See, meet people everywhere. But you have the Pest side where all the restaurants and stuff are, more of the hotels, more of the nightlife. And it's like night and day almost. That's one thing I did notice about this place. So after all this walking so far, I've seen the Buda Castle. I've walked all the way over and seen the Fisherman's Bastion and the cathedral over there. And now I had to walk all the way back down. You see that bridge right there? That bridge is actually broken, so I have to walk to the next bridge down, come all the way back up to the other side to where I am now in Parliament. So the Hungarian Parliament, I'm finally over here. Let's check it out. So another day out here in Budapest. Listen, I thought I would relax today and come hang out at the city park like everybody else, as you can clearly see. But listen, I've been running around the city like crazy. I've seen a lot of great stuff, but hey, sometimes you just gotta relax. But this is what I will do. I'll leave you with a few considerations to see if you ever come to this city or any other city while you're exploring. So my number one would be, make sure you get on the hop on, hop off bus, because that's a quick way to see a lot of different major attractions in the city. My number two would be, see the monuments. See all the monuments that you possibly can around this place, because Budapest has a lot of different monuments and it goes through a lot of history throughout the ages. And it's really interesting, to be fair.
My number three would have to be museums. You have to check out the museums in Budapest. They're littered all around the city, and I didn't know they had so many. But just exploring the different areas, seeing the different museums, some look like castles, and after, on a hot day, you can even pick up some ice cream.
Now I'm tired, but that was only a few suggestions that I would give you when you traveling in Budapest. And some of the things I did, some of the things I did not do, but hey, it'll make your trip that much better once you actually visit here.
Then I came across a Hungarian cake stand. Just look at these options. You know I couldn't leave without trying something on this list. And you know I got a big sweet tooth.
So apparently this is supposed to be Hungarian chimney cake? Is that what it is? Looks absolutely delicious.
Now, if you want some street food that's a little bit more filling, one of the places that I seen was called the Caravan. Now, this place has an assortment of different foods from everywhere, and I wanted to try all of it, but obviously my stomach is not that big. But it's a spot to go, one of the most popular spots in the area, and you can just sit here, chill, have what you want, and the food looks absolutely amazing. Now, if you're looking for a good night out, definitely come to the Ruin Bar in this place called Zimpera. Now, don't let this place fool you. By daytime, people come in here, shop, you see vendors, and it looks pretty artistic. But at nighttime, this place goes crazy. And bar after bar after bar is lit, and it's a place where everybody comes to party the night away.
So I had to go in, recharge, and rest for a minute. But now it's time to go eat. It's this place I've been wanting to go to. They serve kangaroo, and I'm the black kangaroo, right? So I'm gonna go eat, see what that's all about. Look pretty good, so we're gonna see. I'm not gonna lie, this looks kind of exciting. I never had all this selection of meat that comes out of different places, so I think I'm gonna have the kangaroo.
Now, to me, the kangaroo tasted like a steak to me for some reason, but it was delicious. But I couldn't stop there. I also had to try the alligator, and yes, it did taste like chicken.
I have finished eating. That food was absolutely delicious. I did have the kangaroo, and I did have the alligator. I wanted more, but I thought I'll just stop. But I think I might just go out tonight. It's my last night here in Budapest. It was amazing. I love this place. The architecture was amazing as well. But As everything comes, it must go as well. Like, subscribe, and even leave a comment. You know, I like to hear what y'all think about this place. And I'll catch y'all in the next video, okay?